big day for a few different EV players. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the haircut, got the fresh trim going on. I'm feeling good. And there's a few things I want to speak about today. If you missed yesterday's video, you might not be aware that yesterday Xpeng went up 40% on the day, basically because they said the bottom may be near for multiple reasons. Li Auto and Nio were both up about 15 to 20%, and it was a crazy day all in all. And in that video, we spoke about the fact that Nio, Li Auto, and Xpeng were all releasing their delivery numbers for vehicles, and to be honest, it went a lot better than I personally expected. So what I want to do in today's video is take a look at those three companies and their delivery numbers. Mullen also was up as much as over 20% today, okay, after they finally closed their electric last mile deal. And Chargepoint's earnings come out after the bell tonight, so I want to speak about, you know, what to look out for, what the chart is suggesting. We are at a really interesting price point, and a few reasons why I believe Chargepoint will more than likely see a 5 to 10+% move tomorrow, hopefully in the upward direction. There's a few things that point to the fact that it may well be in the upward direction, but that's what we're going to discuss in today's video anyway, my friends. Really quickly, could I ask you to hit that like button? Helps me out a lot. I appreciate every single one of you doing that. I appreciate the support on the video since coming back. Subscribe if you're new around here and want more content such as the one you're going to see today if you do end up enjoying the video. And drop me a comment down below. Let me know what EV stocks you are watching closest right now. But with that being said, my friends, we're just going to start it off with Nio, because obviously, you know, one of the bigger Chinese EV players, one of the more popular ones in the YouTube world as well. And they actually ended up reporting a record high monthly deliveries of 14,178 vehicles in November. Now, this number is absolutely huge. On a year-to-date basis, the company delivered 106,000 vehicles, 14,000 of which were in November alone. Considering everything that's going on in China right now, considering factory shutdowns happen sporadically, this is a very solid sign for Nio. Now, you may be asking, then why is it down nearly 6% as of recording this video? Well, yesterday, I mean, it did go up from 10.54 all the way up to 13.23 to peak. I said in yesterday's video, this is, in my opinion, an overreaction. I would expect a pullback of some sort. Now, I think the fact that good news came out today is the reason it's only down this much. Now, don't get me wrong, the market is only open about 45 minutes as I'm recording this video. It could go down considerably lower, but yeah, I think this was a very obvious red day for Nio, even if good news come out. But all in all, very positive for actual long-term investors here. So that delivery number is up 30.3% year over year and up 40.9% month over month. A very positive sign going into the end of the year for Nio here. The deliveries consisted of 8,003 premium smart electric SUVs, including nearly 4,900 ES7s, just over 6,000 premium smart electric sedans, and 3,200 ET7s, and just under 3,000 ET5s. Cumulative deliveries of Nio vehicles have now reached 273,000 as of November 30th, 2022. So you can see growth is huge for Nio right now, and I'm really happy to see what I'm seeing here. You can see it's a bad day for EV overall. It was actually a lot better when market opened, but now everything seems to be taking a little bit of a pullback. Nio plans to further accelerate production and delivery for December 2022. So really positive outlook. If a piece of news came out on a day like where everything's going up, where all EV is green, this would have been a big day for Nio. But unfortunate timing for them. But anyway, as an actual investor, very positive news here. And you could now be led to believe that they can start maybe making a little bit of a more medium-term upward move. We're going to have to wait and see on that one, though. Now, Li Auto also made record high deliveries in November, delivering 15,000 vehicles. Okay, record high monthly deliveries and representing a 11.5% year-over-year increase, and bringing their cumulative deliveries to 236,000 as of the end of November. So Nio is ahead overall, but Li Auto did actually have an even better month than Nio. All in all, Chinese EV market does seem to be expanding rather quickly. Now, with that being said, Xpeng November deliveries down 63% year over year. Now, this isn't a surprise. Xpeng spoke about this. It wasn't a good time for Xpeng whatsoever. But they reported deliveries of 5,800 smart EVs in November and down 63% year over year from 15,000 in 2021, okay? Their cumulative deliveries are now at 109 sorry, their year-to-date deliveries are at 109,000. So again, on a year basis, not too bad, but definitely underperforming compared to their peers as of right now. BYD's numbers have not come out yet. I know a few people will probably ask that question. Why am I not speaking about them? They are not being released for a little bit longer. But all in all, quite positive for the Chinese EV markets. Now, for the Mullen investors out there, I spoke about these in a video recently and said that I don't really have any interest in buying them as of this moment in time. Obviously, this was a nice move here, but you can see that things are already turning around very, very quickly. So what happened? They closed their $105 million electric last mile deal. Now, this has already been confirmed. It's been in the works for a long time to come. The $105 million all-cash deal includes the acquisition of all IP and inventory belonging to Elms, including its Mishawaka, Indiana factory. The plant is projected to be utilized to produce the Mullen 5 SUV and the Bollinger B1 and B2 platform. So again, guys, definitely a positive thing for Mullen all in all. If you want more information on them, again, I have made a video speaking about them very, very recently. Okay, so it's good news, but you can already see, you know, they went up as much as 25% today, went all the way up to about 24.6 cents, and they're already back down to 21.5 cents within the span of about 30-40 minutes. I would assume that some people knew this was going to be happening and were, you know, accumulating some Mullen. And maybe they were in the red for a while, and now this was their chance to get out, and that's why we're seeing the sharp sell-off. We'll see what happens over the next few days with Mullen, or particularly next week with Mullen, see if we do actually see some sort of buying pressure for the first time in a very long time off the back of this news. But the fact that we already knew this was coming for so long, I don't think it's going to be that thing that Mullen needs right now. And then Chargepoint earnings are due after the bell today, so estimates. Analysts expect Chargepoint to widen losses, okay, so straight away a bad thing to read, to 19 cents per share from 14 cents a year ago, according to Zacks Investment Research. But revenue is seen soaring 102% to $131 million, and sale growth is seen accelerating from a 93% gain in Q2, which had marked Chargepoint's first $100 million quarter. So, I expect good and bad to happen tomorrow with Chargepoint. They have been beat up quite a bit recently. You can see they are very, very close to this very prominent medium-term area of support. I say medium-term because you can see it all the way back here as well. And the company's, well, the stock is not around that long. That is right at around $11.30 a share, my friends. I think tomorrow is going to be a big day for Chargepoint. I would be over the moon if there is a beat and they can stay above this 11.30. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, even by market close today, they trim another % or two off here. It all depends on how markets turn around by the end of today here. There's going to be good and bad things. All I will say is, as an actual long-term investor in Chargepoint, I am going to be more focused on if there's any updates. If they can give us an update on, you know, production, how things are still affecting them in that regard. Potentially new big customers, new product even, things along those lines is going to be more important for me personally to see tomorrow. I don't think it's worth absolutely obsessing over the 5 to 10% moves, because I spoke about this again in the video recently. If you catch them at the right time, you can look at 50 to 100% gains over the span of half a year or to a year. But if you get them at the wrong time, you can be on the other side of that. Despite the rosy long-term outlook, Chargepoint stock has failed to gain traction this year because of short-term challenges. Now, to be fair to Chargepoint, this has gone on with every EV-related company, whether it is chip manufacturers, charging companies, or the actual EV producers themselves. The options market suggests Chargepoint stock could move 10% following this earnings report. Now, if you have followed Chargepoint, you will know that they move on earnings pretty much every single time. So empirical evidence suggests tomorrow's earnings will likely move Chargepoint stock. As illustrated below, Chargepoint has moved following the last 4 earnings reports. You can see a 12% green move, 2.6% red, 6.6% green, and 3.6% red. What's interesting is it can move sometimes not based off purely EPS. So they had little to do with meaningful earnings surprises. For instance, the company missed analyst estimates for earnings for the fiscal second quarter, but the stock soared as the company management reaffirmed the guidance for the current quarter and fiscal year. And I think that people are going to go into tonight's or tomorrow, whatever time it is for where you are now, with the same mindset. I think people who are investing in Chargepoint understand the path to profitability, understand that it's not what we expect or need at this very moment in time, and we are more concerned with guidance. We don't want to see it get cut and cut and cut. So that is what I will be keeping my eyes out for personally, and I more than likely will make a video on Chargepoint tomorrow going through the full earnings report. So make sure again you're subscribed if you want to see that video. Even in the last couple of moments, we see Chargepoint trickling down. Now, to be fair, we see absolutely every EV stock trickling down. So It's nothing to do with earnings. That's just the markets today. But anyway, my friends, there is some juicy information for you to do with as you wish, do with as you please. Some positive things happening in the EV space for the first time in a little while here, though. I know obviously the stock charts don't represent that, but you can't argue with record high monthly deliveries for certain companies. But anyway, my friends, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Support means the world to me. Again, please do hit that like button if you haven't yet, and drop me a comment down below. Let me know what stocks you'd like to see me cover in the future. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you with another video very soon. Peace.